Well, hello everyone. It's Christy here with Green Living Off Grid. And if you're into solar powered devices and gadgets, you might really like this video because we're going to be looking at this solar powered MubView solar security camera. It's self-monitored, so you don't have to pay for monthly subscriptions. And what I really like about it is the fact that you also don't have to wire it into any kind of electrical, because the solar panel provides all the power that you need to run it. But it's very important that you set up a system to be able to tell where you can mount it on your property when you have a lot of trees and shade. So today my brother is going to be showing us how he uses his solar design app to be able to determine the best place to locate your solar panels on your property to harness the sun's energy all year round. So let's check this out. We're charging the unit. They do not provide a charge block.
Looks like it's finished charging.
Okay, so the first thing we got to do to set this all up is download the Meibu app. And they, of course, give you all the things you're going to do. You'll download it to your phone. So now we're on the steps of connecting the camera to the app. All right, so here is where the power button is to connect this to my phone app. I'm going to put the power on. I'm leaving this on so we don't get it fingerprinted when we're mounting it. Yep, that worked.
Waiting to connect.
Okay, now we're going to connect with the app. And also I'm going to get an SD card to put in there. They don't supply that, so it's a good idea to get one. So I'll do that before I mount it as well. Okay, so here we have everything out. We've got the solar panel, and I want to show you real quick how the solar panel connects. It has this little thing that you screw in. You can tighten this up to get it so it doesn't, this little ball thing doesn't turn while you're screwing it in tight. And then you can back it off a little bit to kind of set the angle of the solar panel against the side of the house. We're going to kind of have it aiming like that. Right now I don't have it tightened, but basically you tighten it up where you want it once you get it in position of where you want to mount it and have it angled just right for the sun. Okay, this of course connects into the camera. For mounting this camera on the house, I want to mount it under the eaves. You can screw in right here. Now it's recommended, obviously you're going to mount this block before you put the camera on it. It has these little screws in on the side that go in, and those little screws, these little pieces right here, just screw into those holes. So it's really easy to mount. I'm going to put the plastic back on. I had to have it off when I was doing the app connections. I'll put the plastic on so we don't have any scratching accidentally happening to the camera when we're mounting it, and then I'll pull it off. There's my brother up there.
Alright, so I'm using an app on Android called Sun Locator Pro. This helps me out. I used to be a solar designer, so this would help me out knowing where the sun path is going to be and what shade might be possible. So what we're looking at is on the side of the house here. Camera is going to be down in that bottom corner right down there. We're going to run the cable up and have the cable come up and mount the solar panel along this wall, depending on what the cable length is. So I'm using this app here. You can see a couple lines. The darker orange line that's going vertical is where the sun path is currently right now. The line that's off to the left side there is summer solstice. That's when the sun is highest in the sky. And this other line that's in the middle of the screen now, winter solstice. So that's what I'm really looking at is wintertime. How low is that sunlight going to be? Where the sun path going to be? And will the house next door block that sunlight or not? Are we going to get enough hours of sunlight to charge the batteries in this wireless camera? So right now we're looking pretty good. And if I mount it over here, you can see, and if I change the time of day, you can see that's the sun about 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little after 9, a little before 9. The sun should be coming up past that tree where it's not going to be shading the sun panel. And then we have pretty much clear, and even in the winter time, you'll see that the sun should be just above that house. So I want to mount it a little bit higher on this wall if I can. We'll see how much core we have. So if I can get a little higher, we should be able to clear that roof in the winter time so that we can get good power on this solar panel to get charged batteries in the winter time. So otherwise, we're looking pretty good. Let's see here. So now we're looking pretty much due south. And then as we go more westward, we got the West Pikes Peak in the mountains there. So even in the winter time, we're looking really good. current sun position, we have lots of good sunlight throughout the day. And of course, summer would then be above that, the top line at the top there. So that'd be summer solstice. So yeah, we're looking really good for our positioning. So if you're gonna mount your solar panel, make sure you're not mounting it someplace that's in the shade. Probably gonna put the camera about here. That should give us a nice 270-degree angle of the front of the house as well as the front door here. So we're just gonna go ahead and screw it in, just finger tight. All right, and our antennas, I'll be like that. What I'm doing is I've loosened this nut up so that I can turn this inside screw. Now I can put it up against here, and I back this guy off all the way, and then I turn this center piece to turn the screw, get him screwed in, and then we'll tighten up that white nut up against the panel, and that guy up, and then there's a notch. Right now it's facing down. I want that to face up, so that way the panel can tilt up. And we're gonna tighten this guy back up a little bit. I'm just gonna, not too tight. I want to be able to adjust the panel, but I want some tension on there, about there. That way, wintertime, sun's gonna be lower. Summertime, sun will be higher. You want this angle to be in the middle between those two positions of the sun. So we're just going to tighten her up right there. And that should give us some good solar energy right there throughout the year, both wintertime as well as summertime. If you got it facing straight up, you won't have anything in the wintertime. Straight down or straight against the wall of the house will be not enough angle for the summertime when the sun is all the way up in the sky. So that should be roughly 45-degree angle, maybe a little less than 45. So that should be it right there. I'll get some good solar panel, sun power throughout the year.
All right, now that the solar panel is mounted, we're going to staple those cords.
And we're using a round stapler, so it has the curvature for the cable, so it's not going to pinch the cable. You can get those at any hardware store. Yeah. So we'll just hold up here. Put one more like right here in the corner.
Here we see the camera is up, all the way up the stairs. What I can do with my front door right here. I can keep an eye on who's here at my front door. This little Mayview self-monitor recording app with the SD card inserted. And anytime I need to see what's going on, I can check on my kids and whoever else shows up at the door.